Hi, this is Ifa Bi Ashe Incorporated, and this will be a new video, another video about the reading of the week. But before to start with the reading of the week, I would like to make some kind of reflection about what we talked last week. What was the advice that Rumila gave last week? And last week, we was talking about some kind of situation that can happen between people from different sexual orientation or sexual preference. And some kind of very sad incident happened in Nashville that everybody know about that some person supposed to be a lady that went to school and shooting a gun and killed different people over there. So some kind of sources indicate that this person was a trans person and has some kind of issue with their sexuality and the way that they are dealing with, with other people, and specific with the school that the person make it a homicide. So it's just to remind you that something that was one of the advice and one of the situations that we talk in the reading of the week from last week happened exactly last week with this situation in Nashville. The other situation that was, advised in the reading of the week was the situation with the fire. We advise that be careful with fire, to be very careful when you turn on the stove and turn off the stove. And that was the advice that I gave based on the interpretation what Rumila say. However, some big situation with fire happen in some, immigration center for the retention of people center that happened in Mexico, that 38 people die because get the place I would call a prison, but no was a prison, was a detention center for immigrants. So that get fire and 38 people die. And we advised in this same channel last week from the reading of the week about this situation. So I want to start this reading today, make it that remind to people that they please take it very serious in consideration the advice that Rumila gave in the reading of the week, and pay attention and try to do the above to make it more soft, wherever be the hard situation or the trouble that the audience of the far coming to speak with you. So saying that, I will also leave you below this video the link with the reading of the week from last week that I am talking about the situation between the different sexual preference and the situation with the fire. So you will see the advice that the Rumila gave, and you can compare that with the situation that happened in the two different scenarios during last week. Okay, so let's start now with the reading of the week for this week. Remember, I will leave you two links below this video that you can get more in detail about what happened in general situation last week that have strong relation with what we speak in the last read. So Omi tutu ana tutu go sina chai from chawolo mola ikuni ba wai ba bache dai ba dai bara ombo bara mala ibolo ni bachu boy ba ina ba ba bara rucha ibolo de chino fammi bolo da ba in chawolo mi mi fareo adache so sapule ya fareo io frele iré fareo para fareo io saguane iré es iré ni uyoko fareo yo Sarula Oniche Chembara Desakulia Ko Otan en Controlula Fumbile Dentro Contaule Kotan En vez con Siorula es Loguao Kauri, Yota, Rula. Otan un velo da un sote, lumina y fareo. Right, so another week that we are eating. This is a good news in this way. So they say ire ni yoko ayanjoko. That means establish. That means something very established, something very firm in the air, something that people can feel really the be quiet, be peace of mind, interior harmony. All the same mean buyoko. They say that is strong and firm and is provided by Orumila. So when we ask what we're supposed to do, Orumila said just light 2 candles to Orumila. You have to light 2 candles and pray to Orumila. If you don't have Orumila, so you can light 2 candles in the places, these 3 places that is the representation of Orumila. You can go to close to the sea and light 2 candles in there and make your meditation and your prayer. You also can go close to the side of the river and light the 2 candles in there and do your meditation. Or you can go to some place that you see a palm tree, you get a palm tree and light 2 candles and as well do your meditation. But what happened this autumn that Rumina said that this Ireni Buyoko, Buyoko mean, I say again, establish peace of mind, harmony, interior harmony, things like that. What happened with this autumn that is very important that people know that this autumn give 3 important advice. The first advice that this autumn say is that people have to keep in study. It's not the matter what you're going to study. If you want to study something that make you happy to study, study. This is an autumn that improve people for the reading. So people need to read a lot. In the most you read, more you learn. And this is important during this week. This is a week that also is coincident with the Easter. And it's a good time for, not only for the Catholic and Christianity, do meditation. It's a good time for everybody have meditation and meditate. And good way to meditate is doing some reading. Take a book, whether it be novel, poetry, or some, science article, whatever you decide to read. But this is a good time. This is a good reading week for doing reading. That's the first advice. The second advice I want to give it to everyone in this autumn is that be faithful, be loyalty with your couple, with your wife, with your husband, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever be the person that live with you, that share the life with you, that fighting for life with you, and do everything and share every single resources that they have. Give it that kind of piece of respect. And the best respect that you can give to the people that is with you is the loyalty, is the faithful. Be faithful with the people. Because this is an autumn that Chango was unfaithful to Oya. And for that reason, Oya decided to don't sit down at the table anymore with him to eat. So that's the part for this pataki is that so many people apply this thing to the ritual that when Oya is in ceremony of the sacrifice and Chango, they don't do the sacrifice at the same place. They do the sacrifice for, and they both separate. Because Oya was Chango's wife at this time, but Chango was unfaithful and always hiding himself and transform himself in a cow. So Chango put some kind of clothes like a cow and stay in the cave and hide in the cave and go and be unfaithful to Oya. But what happened that Ogun see where Chango hide and go and tell that to Oya. And that create this, this kind of animosity, fighting between Oya and Chango. And the cause for all this thing, the situation, the why this situation was created was for the behavior of Chango that be unfaithful to Oya. So one was the advice that this author say, please be faithful, because everybody that be unfaithful, in this way, everything going to be discovered. For the people that doing wrong thing within their relationship, everything going to be discovered in the same way that Chango was discovered, by Oya through Ogun. So please try to get this advice that is very important in this way. And the third advice for this order is that people have to consider the work that other people do. Of course, we live in the society that have a lot of competition, and we live in the society that is, all the industry, the commerce, the business, and everything. And some people, they are higher in business, and other people is the one that working for the people that they are higher. That's normal, because everybody don't have the same capacity and everybody don't have the same, view of point of life. But however, if you are running the business, you should have people that are working for you. Remember that they are human beings. So treat these people with respect. Treat these people with some dignity. Because this is an author that talk about the slave, man by man. So you have to be careful with that. In two sides, be careful to be someone that exploits other people, and be careful to be someone exploited by other people. So all these things has to be some kind of distance, and people have to respect each other in that way. Because so many things going to be, comment about this situation between people that are working for other people and they don't get properly treatment, or people that they have other people that are working for them and they don't treat properly to them. Remember, we are on the core of the Easter. I remember what happened, in Easter. I don't want to talk about the Bible, situation, but remember everything that happened with Jesus. So this kind of situation is very important that people take in consideration for this advice, a specific advice for this order. So remember, three things is important. Three advice that is very important. First thing, this is a very good week for doing reading. You do your reading, and this is the best way that you can doing your meditation and get some harmony. This same harmony that Orumila is speaking about in this audio. The second advice is that please be faithful with your couple, right? Respect your couple, boyfriend, girlfriend, your relationship, husband, wife, whoever be in the relationship, it has to be respectful each other. And the last advice is that treat other people with dignity, as they are human beings. Don't exploit anyone. Don't take advantage of anyone that's working for you. And if you're working for someone, don't let that the person that you're working for take advantage of you with no reason. Okay? This is the advice that this author gives you for the reading of this week. And this is Ifa Bi Ashe Incorporated. If you like the content of this audio, of this channel, please give me a like, right? Or you can also ring the bell so you can get the notification when I upload a new video. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe to this channel. So that could be very important for your knowledge about our tradition. Igoro, Iboya,